Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Louis' Garage. So today we are working on my 147 GTA. You may remember that last time we fixed the window regulator, and this time around I'm actually working on the other side of the door. A couple of things I got to do. So when we fixed the window regulator, we also upgraded the speakers and the tweeter. The speaker and the tweeter on the left hand side. So we're going to open up the door card and do the same thing on this side. And I'm also going to try and put in the new check strap that I bought, because this one makes quite a lot of noise when you open and close the door. It's a common problem with these Alfas. And step one of all of that is to get the door card off. So I'm going to show you how to get the door card off on a Alfa Romeo 147. This applies to pretty much every 147 out there, GT, 156, all of the cars in that generation. It's pretty much exactly the same process, so hopefully you'll find that helpful. Cool. So the very first step is to try and get this cover off. This cover is not glued on, it's not attached on in any sort of permanent way. It is just a press fit, but it's really challenging to actually try and get this off because there's nowhere where you can lever it off. Usually what I do is I use a little screwdriver like this, and then I just try and poke it in a little corner like this. Sometimes you really can't get it off. You can buy these, so don't be too gentle with them because you can still buy these parts brand new. So let me just try and lever this off. This is one of the most annoying parts of taking the whole door card off. It's just this cover. Okay, let me work on it with both hands and then I'll come back soon. Alright, here it comes. So I usually just use this corner here and then just get your screwdriver in there and then just put a little bit of pressure on it and then it should just come out. So that is actually one of the most challenging parts of this whole process, but there it is, it's out. And there's a bolt just behind that, you can see there. So we need to get that out, and we need to take all of these screws down the bottom out, and there's also a screw there and a screw in the light there. So that's kind of the overall process, is basically just take all those screws off, and there's also one more bolt under here, under the controls. Alright, so we're going to just take the controls off, and again it is actually just a press fit, so you should just be able to lift one of the edges off and take the whole thing out, and you can then unplug it from there. What I forgot to mention before is that you also have to take this little cover off behind the door handle. That has a little screw behind it, so take that door cover off. There you go. Pretty simple. Add that to your pile of parts, and then you've pretty much exposed all of the screws and bolts that we need to take off. Okay, so once you've removed all the bolts and all the screws, now's the moment of truth. So you just got to give it a bit of a tug like that. This is already pretty loose, so I think the other side might be a little bit tighter. Yep, just give it a pull like that. Just give it a really firm, strong tug, and that should release all of the pins that are holding it in place. I think we do also need to remove this cover, so let me remove this cover, and then we should be able to get the whole door card off pretty easy after that. Yeah, you can see the little plastic trees here. There's actually only 6 of them, so 3 on each side, so you just have to separate that from its socket. Alright, so one thing to note when you take the door card off is just make sure that all of those plastic trees or plastic trim bits are actually off as well. Oh, there's a couple there that I need to attend to. Yep, looks like we're missing a few clips on this one. And then also this rubber seal on the door card actually goes into this channel in the door. So you kind of have to lift it up and out of the door before you can actually take the door card off. Just remember that as well. Awesome, but yeah, we've got the door card off now. And now we can have a look at what's inside the door. And now you can also see why I want to upgrade my speakers, because my original ones are totally shot. They're made out of paper and they have completely disintegrated. and not really making good sound anymore, so I'm installing some new speakers in there. Alright, so that is how you get the door card off of a 147. Next time I'll be showing you how I'm upgrading the speakers and what we're doing there. But yeah, for now, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Catch you later.